Welcome back to RSL Gang. We are live with block number C, group number C, in fact. And guess who you joined with? Yep, you guessed it right, because you know me.
Okay, Matthew, stop this now. I'll count this in because you're obviously having a bit of a struggle here. We got Matthew Ninja, classic commentator, known for some big positions on like the Big House and such, and he's unfortunately accompanied by Dragonuto. So you got a bit of a British cast coming on right now.
That's so kind. Thank you very much.
You got to big me up now.
No, because you actually, okay, so imagine this, right? I get put in group 1, you know, I can live with that. So I work at 7:30 a.m. This guy gets out of bed at like 12 p.m., 1 p.m., doesn't even come and watch my games. I wake up shining, you know, as early as you can to put on the performance of a lifetime and dominate my group. And what does this guy do? Lie in bed.
I was tired because I got locked out of my room because of Hunty. Yeah, there was this whole thing last night.
No one wants to know. No one actually cares. That's the funny thing.
Okay.
Anyway, Dicka Ben versus the gang. I don't know who's on either of these teams.
I know some people that are in the group though.
Yeah, you have to go close to the mic.
Okay, we got to go nice and close to the mic. We got some big names in the group right now. We got the SLB Tudu playing on a team with Noctis.
No.
Yes. So some big names there, and Jamil and Rocky, another British person who is coming through for us, and Jamil just being a classic, old school member of the community.
Yeah.
Matthew's trying his best to contribute here, but I think he's just struggling a little bit with the pressure.
I'm just chilling. I'm waiting for the game to start. Anyway, we can talk about, look, TC Inkblot, I think kind of funky. Because right now, like, people would use Inkjet on this ting, like, before Inkjet was even that good, back in the game before this one. And now, I don't know if you've realized, I don't know if any of you have played the game, but I booted it up the other day, and I made a special power on Inkjet. And you, like, kill them from the other side of the map. It's pretty hilarious. So I think that we should see them flying around. I think a double Inkjet here isn't even bad. You know, I'll say it's good.
Good. You mean like it's strong? Like, because I'm not quite in tune with the current meta. I just know that Paintbrush is kind of bad and Sloshing Machine's fallen off and been replaced. So...
yeah, I don't know.
Can you keep me up to date?
I want to see dude play 96. Because he's the 96 guy, you know what I mean? Like, he's the guy that plays 96, and that's pretty good right now. And I think on this map, it's pretty sick. You just kind of like jump on the places, like the top left. Like, you know, it's a nice area to have. You wall yourself. You're not coming towards me, and then you boom, boom, Kraken. If you know how to do like the Kraken tech where you're flying across the map and rolling all around, it's scary.
Yeah. I mean, Splash always finding its way into the meta, even if one of its kits get nerfed. You know, Crab's still okay, but you're better off running the Bomb Rush now, aren't you? So,
the Bomb Rush?
Oh, what's this? Inkjet, sorry.
No.
What is it?
Ink Strike.
Ink Strike.
Triple Strike.
Oh, okay, I knew this. So we got Triple Strike. So okay, bro. I haven't played
That's
the game.
embarrassing.
I know it is. But the Splashmatic Neo is also pretty good in the meta right now. Triple Ink Strike doing a really good job of spacing people out and also taking space. Doesn't even have to be used defensively. And then combat that with a Kraken, and it's pretty aggressive, isn't it? Inkjet on the back line, kill people from halfway across the map, free win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're starting out on Tower Control Inkblot, then we're going to be going over to Manta Maria Splat Zones, which is quite a traditional map, I'd say, in the way you play it. It's quite slow. Lockout is very evident if the teams aren't quite matched up. So I'm hoping we're going to get a nice close one here. We're going to see some big zone caps, some big space taking, and backlines tend to have a bit of
Ballpoint.
Ballpoint. Okay, ballpoint.
So basically, on this map, ballpoint's good. Ballpoint's actually very good right now. I don't know if you know.
Shocking.
Yeah.
You know.
And so there's like the grates at the top, and you walk across them, and you just kind of shoot everything. And there's fizzy bombs. You throw them. You inkjet.
You win the game.
That's quite sick.
Yeah, on Spartans especially, you know. I mean, we see a lot of... I feel like the meta at the moment doesn't really favor backlines, but on maps like this, ballpoint is going to do work. We're waiting for a couple people to ready up right now.
I'm trying to work out who the other team is, because we have the team names. I need to check. Okay, after this game, I'll check the players.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And actually, well, we'll see, but I'll check for the next games.
Oh, I mean, I like the names.
I'm sure we'll become familiar.
Very
Do
quickly.
you prefer the name Dicka Ben or the gang?
I feel like Dicka Ben is that a German?
I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. I think the gang is a bit of a classic. You know, you see that a lot in like in your Dapple weeklies, in paddling.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a paddling
Do you?
thing. Yeah. Do you guys play paddling? Paddling pool, run by Dapple Productions, also running this event
Every week
on a Wednesday.
on a Wednesday.
I don't know the time. 8 p.m. I'm not sure. I can't tell you the time.
No,
Look,
definitely
I haven't
earlier.
played Paddle
Definitely
League.
earlier. Definitely earlier.
Look, it's for Europeans. It's a European thing. 7
p.m. European local time.
Yeah, so if you're really enjoying this tournament, you can play this as a weekly. You can have Alice controlling you on a weekly basis. She is quite mean. So don't do anything wrong. Be a good competitor.
I've seen 5 people get hit today. That was a joke. I have to clarify before. We're in the same room. I'm joking. We're joking.
We're getting evil eyes right now. Alice is staring us down. We're not. It's not a happy look. And I tell you what, it's a good thing that the game is starting now. So we're actually gonna get into the match.
Sick. Tower control. Oh my god, look how many gold banners that is. I'm still a Splatlandian youth. You know that? Anyway, oh, it's Hat Lemon. So Lemon and Lime, classic fellow UK champion. That's going to be fun to see alongside Hat, Lean, and I didn't see the last name. But anyway, some interesting comps here. We've got a regular blaster, actually. The Bubble and look, we've got Machine next to regular blaster. What are we saying about that?
I'm saying this is very Noctis. I was right, it is the Germans. It's Noctis and Wasabi playing alongside Dude. Again, like, if you're going to see a blaster in a game and it's not a rapid, it's gonna be Noctis.
Yeah.
And he'll show you why as we play this game.
I was going to say, talking about those lads, they've literally cleaned up immediately, and they're already getting, like, far up. Noctis has gone down, but the BR bomb is now being popped, so that is going to get a lot of pressure on. Although, Barrel being taken out by Lemon on the Tetris. In fact, Lemon getting 2. That was really, really clean. But the Kraken has been popped by Dude, which is going to be really useful just to steal some points. And now getting out of there with the charge shot. Pretty smart. Just conserve his life and make sure, you know, the rest of the team stays in. Noctis, though, really deep right now. Pushing into everyone. Trying to find one pick, and actually does. Still up. Didn't get taken out by the Rapid. The Rapid trying to retreat and stay alive. Now going to be pushing back into Noctis, who is still here in the bat. Still going to be fighting this Rapid, but a nice direct will take him out. But 2 of the teammates have gone down because of the distraction that's been caused. Ink just being popped, so we'll see if that will get any value, but it looks like that's going to be taking a lot of damage. Could potentially go down, and it will be Dicka Ben continuing their push, and now they've got 4 people alive to keep it going, especially with a bunch going down on the side of the gang.
Yeah, Cad's pulling off a really good, Dude, in fact, pulling off a really good flank there, and we're seeing an extension of the push, really. Noctis, I think, forgot what side his base was in because he was just inside the base of the gang for the majority of that. 3 more go down for the gang as Dicka Ben pushed towards that final checkpoint here. Kraken on board for Dude, and Crab as well being popped. So.
Yeah, that was great. Another really nice pick. And the Kraken is online, but Dude doesn't even need it. He's just dodging around everyone, getting those 2 shots at close range. Really, really clean. Running right up into spawn now, getting a bunch of distraction. Triple Strike was popped just basically to bully Noctis, which is pretty upset. But actually now Lemon comes in, follows up on Barrel. Dude's going to try and come over and help him, but the Kraken is running out, so wants to try and stay alive. Doesn't actually work. Noctis gets taken out, and that will be Dicka Ben going down in the last few seconds. Gets it down to 5, though, so an immense push. But the gang are still in this and could find their footing here with this Zipcaster online.
Yeah, Lemon pushing up, trying to get some early space for his team. They need it because they're going to need to get 3 checkpoints just to even get close to Dicka Ben's lead. The Zipcaster just in spawn. He's just having a bit of fun. I'm not sure you want to be there though. Oh my god, the Tetris for free?
Okay, I kind of like that because look, there was like 2 people that just stood on the plat watching Lemon there. Hopefully his team will be able to find something off it, but it looks like unfortunately they weren't able to walk up on time and actually get the value out of it. But I did like the idea from what he was doing there with the Zipcaster and Tetra, just like making 2 people look at you. Unfortunately, Dicka Ben did adapt around it. They were able to take their fight in mid and they were able to win it out. So they're going to get another chance to push it as 2 people are down and the Tetra will be taking some damage, but it does actually get that pick onto Barrel and will give the gang to hopefully try and defend.
So, I mean, look, 2 people are down for Dicka Ben, but they're still going for the push. As Dude pops his Kraken. I need to stop saying that. Yeah. Dude pops his Kraken and gets 3, so it's already been turned on its head. Dicka Ben, again, extending their push potentially here. The Tetris tries to fight back. The wall is doing its job, but Cats can't quite find that hit on the last person. Now 2 goes down, and that's an extension for Dicka Ben again.
There we go. It finally happened. Oh, I actually really... wait, can you climb up the wall here? I'm going to... What's he doing? What is? Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? You know, either way, Lemon scouting out Dude, finding him, saying, all right, you know, you're chilling now. I'm going to take you out. But it's all right because Dicka Ben are still there and they are still getting the push. So either way, Lemon having to go back and do that means he wasn't able to help defend. And now it's going down to 2-1. Not actually quite crashing the line. When Barrel gets in, everyone's there and the push will be stopped at the 1-point mark. Dude's still here, going to try and continue getting the push or at least slow them down. Actually does get a pick. And Noctis is now here to try and fight Manic. Will try and get this kill. And we'll have to say there's a trade direct on both both sides. Barrel, Wasabi, all going down, and that is going to be the gang keeping the defense going. But it's still, again, no points on the board. There's only a minute 50 remaining. They're going to need to pull it, together now.
They literally need a knockout to win this, and look, they need to pull out everything out of the books here. The Tetra pushing in. One's already down, unfortunately, but they're just, even now they're struggling to get the tower to that central point because Dicka have not given up on the aggression. Like, and they just keep going out and one and then one and one, stalling because they know that time is running out right now, and it's any stall that they can get to stop those checkpoints puts them in advantage. Yeah,
at this point they can literally just play the game like solo queue. All you need to do is just like run forwards with your really mechanically gifted, like aggressive players. Go forward, get a trade, or even just distract them, slow them down, because you've got 40 seconds to stop a knockout. So like, if they keep doing this, then the game's won. But so the gang are really going to need to find a way to like cleanly get these kills and not go down in the last 30 seconds to be able to win this game. But it's going to be hard, but this is their chance. As only now Dude is left alive. Lemon's going to be pushing into mid and getting a lot of ink down. Is scared of this sharking Kraken in the midst of the map. Going to be trying to scout out for it and get ready for these final 10 seconds. Ink Strike is at the ready. Zipcaster's getting near, and we'll have to see how it plays out as we go into the final team fight.
Yeah, Dicka right now literally playing cleanup. The gang lose 2 members here. 5 seconds left on the clock. Booyah Bomb does come in. Can't really clean anything up, unfortunately. And Dicka are going to take this first map of Group C, round 1.
Yeah, really, really clean first game from Dicka. I think you can see they have a really good system in place of how they're playing. Like, you've got, people, it's a very aggressive comp. Like, generally everything on the comp does play very aggressively, but they have people to, sit back when they need to, just kind of throw some fizzies, charge up the Kraken, sit on tower. They've got a good system in place while having a bunch of aggressive players. And the thing is, I feel like at moments, every single player on the team went really aggressively, yet they still know when to have like one guy be like, okay, it's my turn to sit back, my turn to sit back, and it meant that they were able to keep getting the push going and just keep the onslaught onto the gang, especially on a map like that.
Yeah, and it does help that Noctis never had a turn to sit back. He was just in the enemy's spawn the whole time. I got a bit confused at one point because I thought Noctis was playing on Dicka, not the gang. Why is he in their spawn so deep? But, I mean, the gang did manage to take it back from them about halfway through there, and they were putting a bit more effort into it, so it's not over for them yet. They have an opportunity here. They know what they can improve on. I hope that they've downloaded something here from the way Dicka plays, that hyper-aggressive cycling system that they use, and then how they kind of just go into solo queue mode in that last minute if they have a lead.
Yeah, and honestly, if they're going to like fix it anywhere, it's going to be on a move like Zone. I feel like TC Inkblot is not a map mode you want to fight this team on. It's like perfect for all their weapons. It's perfect for how they just played and how they want to play. Like, it's exactly what they want to do. Something like Zone's Manta you might like a bit more. Hopefully you can like punish the fact they're playing all these like really short range aggressive weapons. Hopefully you can come with something of your own to punish that, but we'll have to see what they go for. At the end of the day, I imagine a lot of these teams, because like our LAN, there's a lot of last second pickups. People are going to want to play their comforts, so we'll have to see what they do end up going for. But if the gang are going to make a comeback anywhere, it will be on a map like this.
I kind of want to see the S Blaster out of Noah. I'm thinking Noctis, if he runs the S Blaster here, could be kind of demonic, don't you think?
I mean, it'd be interesting. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, Noctis has played Range Blaster, and Noctis has played Normal Blaster.
Right.
So, from both perspectives here, the S Blaster was that hybrid, right? You got the long range jump shot, you got the short range short hop. So if we're the short range is not even hopping in it; it's just standing on the floor. So I could. Is it the other way around?
Yeah.
Is it really?
You stand still for the long, and you jump for the
That's wild. I thought it was. Oh wait, well whatever. You can tell I haven't played the new patch. So I want to see that from Noctis because I think that would be an interesting thing to come out. But I'm not sure if we will as we come into the spot zones of the Manta Maria map.
Alright, so we're going to have to see. It looks like we're going for a double splash and keeping the Tetra and actually getting a 96. Which is pretty interesting from the gang. They're adapting quite heavily, getting this double splash comp. Lemon wants to play bomb, so obviously Zipcaster is a weaker special, but sometimes you want that bomb. It is really nice to have. And Manny going on the 96, which is interesting. I think it's a strong one here. Whereas Dude's actually going off of it onto the 52, whereas everyone else is pretty much keeping with what they were doing before. So it looks like he's actually trying to up the aggression on this map rather than like lay back on it.
I kind of understand that from this perspective, because when you're playing Manta, it's kind of like a two-section map, right? And you know the enemy team's not playing backline. So you want to win that brawl in the middle, and if you end up pushing back to the high ground, you know you're not going to hold. You can't hold those high grounds with your short-range weapons. So why not just buy into the really close-range weapons here? And, I mean, it's working for them, because they've already captured zone, taken 2 down, and the gang needs to retake already.
Yeah, Lemon's going to be going in quite aggressively to try and get some distraction, but does get taken out. Oh, so Lemon does go in and does get taken out, but it does open up the opportunity for the gang to start pushing in here. The Kraken is going to be pushing into Wasabi, actually forcing it out. Baron now forced back into the street, but it does look like it's a situation for the gang to get some points on the board, and that is what they're going to be doing. Unfortunately, one of the splashes does go down as they're going to be playing in mid here. The knock strike, the strike does come out, but as it is a knock strike, because he was just in the middle of it, comes in, gets a couple of directs, and opens it up fully for Dicka just to get the control back.
Yeah, this is what you like to see out of someone like Noctis, someone who's been playing Blaster for 3 whole games. 8 years of playing Blaster at this point. Demonic. You see him drop in, and you think, uh-oh, game over. And he's just not letting up. Like I'm in their spawn again. I'm going behind the crab. I don't need my team. I can just do this myself, and it's working. The gang are struggling here. Noctis is doing a lot of work to put them on the back foot. Yeah,
such an aggressive player, knows where to position him. He gets it again. The Tetris on him and does get taken out eventually, but he always knows where to be. That's the thing, and that's what makes a great Blaster player. Yeah, hitting all the directs is great, but like, if you know where to be, you can just get the indirect every time.
Noctis didn't even get taken down by the Tetris there. He died on the splash wall. He killed himself on the splash wall. So Noctis' biggest enemy is Noctis himself.
Although he's actually getting weak hits, this splash and does get taken out. Might get a second, but unfortunately does get taken down. Not in time for the jump to get in, so Dicka will be keeping the control here. The penalty points are going down, and if they want to get a dent into this 30 score mark, which, if you get lower than that, could be looking pretty good as we almost reach the half point of this game. You've got the killer whale online from Dude, and it's actually going to be popped early, focused onto that crab to try and just kind of, displace it and not let it get all the value it wants to. But actually catches off the splash as someone else from the side is going to be going onto it. Oh, 96 does get taken out, wasn't able to get any value, and is punished, and that is a wipeout, meaning Dicka is definitely going to eat into those actual points.
Yeah, if you're the gang right now, you need to just sit back and get those specials at the moment. I mean, you tried it with the crab, but that wasn't enough. They did have the stinger online, and you're thinking, I've got penalty, I've got increase, I need to get every single special. I'm not exactly sure what the reach slide is going to do here, but it could stall out the zone just a little bit longer. Unfortunately, again, 2 members going down for the gang, but it is a trade of both ways. Does get the initial stall, but taken down pretty quickly. There's your problem with reach slider, right?
Yep, and that's Dicka with a really, really convincing 2-0 victory over the gang in our first game here. Very well played from them. I mean, the gang had like small moments of brightness where it looked like they could do something, but Dicka were just too strong. They had a really good system in place. Every individual was on fire, and unfortunately they just shut them down for a really, really clean 2-0 start to this group.
And I know we've been talking about them a lot during this, but Noctis putting in an absolute class work there, showing why Blaster is good in this meta, why Blaster is good just in general, in the hands of someone who is an absolute demon.
Yeah, I mean, definitely an underlooked weapon, but it was put, it was put on display there. It put on a great performance, and yeah, I'm really happy to see that from them. No,
I think we're ready to go for a break right now as we wait for our next match to come in. So we'll see you soon with round one, game 2.